Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lara, or Lara Likes Mascara, and I talk about all things makeup. Makeup collection, makeup curation, makeup no buy, especially as I have been on one since the beginning of July, so about a quarter of a year by now, and I'm planning to extend that until the end of 2023. And my whole ethos around makeup is really getting to know your makeup collection and enjoying what you have rather than going out and purchasing new products. And in that spirit, I have a lot of project pans, which basically means you try to pan or get through your current makeup collection. And this specific project is a lipstick project pan. So I have all of these lip products that I am trying to finish off by the end of the year. And these are all fairly old things that at one time or another I really enjoyed. And most of them I still really enjoy, but it's been a struggle to work them into my daily makeup bag and my regular routine. I have tended to neglect them, and so I put them in this project to try to focus on them. I also have a year-round project pan that I'm doing where I focus on all facets of my makeup collection, not just lipstick. And lastly, I have a graveyard project pan going, which only takes place for 6 months of the year and ends at the end of October. So that one is wrapping up soon, but this one, happily, I have the rest of the year to work on these lip products. And so far, it has been super effective. I have panned quite a few lip products over the course of the year so far, thanks to this project, and I'm hopeful that I can get a couple more of these out by the end of the year. So let's get into it and talk about the products that are leaving my collection this month and the progress that I have made on the other ones. You will notice I have some notebooks here. That is because I track my progress. In the past, I have not been very good at tracking progress, and I found this really limiting, or it's really a detriment to not track your progress because you think you know how much you're reaching for a product, but you actually don't. And even if you do know, you probably don't know how much you're getting through each month. I may feel like, wow, I reached for this every single day. I'm basically almost finished it. And then you compare it to last month and you realize that you've made like a millimeter of progress, if that. That happens a lot. So I will be tracking my products and you will be able to see visually the progress that I have made thanks to this project. But let's start with a win, because I am a little bit worried about the amount of progress that I've made on some of these lip products. I mean, I've been working hard, but I tend to always overestimate how much I've used. So let's start with a win. This used to contain 2 lip products that were in the project pan. It was a lip butter and a baby lips, and I had just sort of depotted what was remaining and put it in this container. And just a few weeks ago, I finally managed to finish this off, which was a real relief because I was not having fun using it up. And so even though I wasn't really considering it in this project anymore because I had finished the containers and that's what mattered, I still wanted to let you know that I finished off the remainder of those products. So yeah, really happy to have one out this month. Unfortunately, that's the only one that I have managed to finish, so I wanted to start off strong. Next, let's talk about what I'm wearing on my lips today, because I thought it was important to wear them so you can see what they look like. And I'm wearing a combination. So I have one lip liner in this project, and I'm wearing the lip liner and the lipstick. This is Chai from Bite, and you can see that it's completely flattened down, and it's sort of down part of the B. I don't know where we were last time, but I think I have made some progress on this one. Not a ton, because this hasn't been the main lipstick or blush that I reach for. A lot of these I do use as blush because it is so dark, so I really need to like be in the mood for that type of look. But let's check and see if any progress has been made. Okay, let's see. Yay! I have made progress. Oh, I'm relieved. So this time I made about the same amount of progress that I have made in previous months. As you can see, it's been pretty even across all 4 times. which is good. It's consistent. That is what I want. Now, there's still a lot left. The amount that's left is basically the amount that I have gotten through in the period of time during this project. So I'm not optimistic that I will finish it this year, but now I know that it takes about 6 to 8 months to get through this much. So I could have it done by, you know, the first third or first half of next year. So I'm definitely going to keep it in some kind of project next year. September is when you can really start noticing or figuring out, you know, how long these items have, because I have enough of a track record. I've been tracking them for enough months that I can sort of predict how long they're going to last. And this one is from Kiko. This is in 536, and I just put this into the project last update, so I don't have that much progress on it, but I do really like this lip liner. I actually just sharpened it because it had gotten way down, so I know there has been at least a little bit of progress. A couple millimeters, not super impressive, but that is definitely something. It's kind of hard to show this, but yeah, I have realized that I actually really do like this lip liner, despite the fact that it's kind of a weird shade. It's very dark, as you can see on my lips. It's kind of a mauvey, purpley brown, but I like the formula. I like the way it looks on my lips, and I have discovered that this actually looks good by itself. Like, I could use this as a lip liner and fill it in all the way, and I would be happy with that look. So that is good to know. I actually added it in the project because I got it in tandem with this lipstick from Kiko, which I like a lot less than the lip liner. And I didn't know that before. I thought I liked them equally, but I actually like the lip liner a lot better. And using the lipstick has been a struggle because it's just such a weird shade on me. I find it makes me look kind of like ill, a little bit like a ghost. I did wear this in a recent video that I filmed in my empties and declutter video, and over the course of that video you can actually tell what a bad lipstick this is because my lip color slowly starts to fade, and I do keep reapplying it between takes of the video, but you can see there's like a hole in the middle and the lipstick is really only stayed around the edges and not in the middle, so it looks really bizarre. So I feel like I'm really glad that I wore it in that video because you can actually tell, you know, what happens when I wear the lipstick and why I don't like it. But all that being said, I am trying to use it. This is now the product that I have in the bathroom. It used to be this, which I sort of use when I'm applying my makeup in the morning or just kind of as a lip balm as many times as I can throughout the day. So let's see if I've been successful in my use of this. Oh, amazing. I've gotten a ton of progress, more than in the past months for sure. I've got a good few millimeters, which I'm really happy about. And I only moved it into the bathroom a few weeks ago. So hopefully with another couple months there, I will get even more progress out of it and hopefully finish it by the end of the year. I don't know if that's possible, but that is going to be my goal for this one. I'm shooting for the moon because that's probably my least favorite or one of my two least favorites in this project. And the ones that are the least favorites, I really do want out by the end of 2023. Once again, unfortunately, this camera just decided to not record the last 5 minutes. The next one I want to talk about are some red lipsticks because I've actually got two in this project. Now you might be asking, why do you have two red lipsticks? You don't even wear red lipsticks. And actually, I don't know the last time I wore red lipstick in a video, like on camera. I probably should do that for next time because this time I wore two of the lip products in this project pan. Next time I'm gonna have to wear one of these. Let's start with the one that I use as blush. This is from Kiko. It is the Kiko Double Match Lipstick and Lip Liner. And this is what we've got left. So it's not a ton, but this product is so pigmented. I put it on the back of my hand and then I sort of rubbed it out because I was worried that it would, you know, touch something and smear everywhere. But when I use this on my cheeks as a lipstick, I have to use the tiniest amount, otherwise it's going to be so red. And I don't have that issue with other lipsticks that I use as blushes. For example, this Bite one and another Bite lipstick I have, I can use basically as much as I want. I can smear it around in my hand, and in fact, you can see by the center of my palm there. That's what happens. I take the lipstick, I put it in the center of my palm, I use a brush, and I blend it out on my cheeks. But with this one, I have to use the tiniest amount, otherwise it looks a little bit bizarre. Actually, this year, my birthday weekend for the Ed Sheeran concert, I decided to wear this and I put too much on and my whole face was like so red, and I really regret it now looking back at pictures. I learned my lesson that day. So since then, I have been using only a very small amount as blush, and so because of that, the progress has been pretty slow. Here's the progress I had this time. I was actually surprised. I thought that maybe I hadn't made any progress, but there is a tiny bit, just like a millimeter or half a millimeter there. You can see I'm slowly chugging along with the progress on this one, but it is slow. Now, the amount of progress I've made is more than is left here. So if I keep on at it for the next 8 months, which is how long this has taken, then I'll be able to finish it, but I don't know if I'll get tired of it before that time. Either way, I'm just glad that I have found a use for this and I have been using it up, because red lipsticks are a tough one for me. And on that note, this is the NYX lipstick in Chaos. Look how much is left of this one. It's a lot. It's a lot. I think I only rolled this into the project last time, so I've only had a little bit of progress on it. And before that, I probably reached for it 5 to 10 times in total, like not very often at all. But I did make progress this last time. You can see about 1.5 millimeters, which is kind of more than I was expecting. I was quite surprised, to be honest, but I have had this at my desk and I've sort of been reaching for it as like a lip balm during the day. It is quite a moisturizing formula, so I appreciate that, but it is also quite runny. It really bleeds, and I find if I'm like eating food or drinking, it really does not progress naturally. Some fade quite beautifully. This is not one of them, so it's not my favorite. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I haven't decided if I will try to pan it until the end, like finish it, or not, or just let it sort of sit in my collection or declutter. I'm not sure, but I'm glad that I'm getting a little bit of use out of it and getting more familiar with the product, because for a while I was kind of afraid of it. It has sort of a strange minty scent, but once you put this on your lips, you don't notice it anymore. Like it doesn't have that scent or flavor, which is good, but I just don't know. I still don't love this. With some of these, I like fall back in love with them because they're in the project. With this one, that has not happened, unfortunately. I might actually go blend that out on my cheeks because I feel like the light is kind of washing me out. I need a little bit more color. So I'm gonna go do that and come back and you can see a little bit what the red shade looks like on my cheeks. So this project has 6 items in it. Currently, I did start the year with more, but I panned some of them, which is always the goal, but I have kept it at 6 for a little while now, and I think that that's a good place to be. So I am actually going to be rolling out one of the items, but I'm going to be rolling something new in. So let's talk about the final product. This is one of the Revlon lip butters in the shade Wild Watermelon. And I still love these Revlon lip butters. They just have such a nice texture. They're so moisturizing. They leave a bit of color, but not too much, and they fade really gracefully. This is like my version of a lip gloss. I don't get lip glosses or lip oils. They're not for me, but I still think that the original Revlon lip butters are still good. They just have a hint of stickiness without being too much. I rolled this into the project for the summer because it's just such a perfect summery shade. I actually wish I had rolled it in sooner in the spring because I think I could have been enjoying it even more. But I wore this a lot at Disney World, in LA. Like, I brought this on my trips, and that's how you know that I like it. I was really into this shade. So I did make some progress here, as you can see, that little line by the L, but because I only had it in for one update, obviously I couldn't make that much progress. So I'm going to roll this out because it is much more of a summery shade, but I'm definitely going to be bringing this in to my daily makeup bag next spring, summer again. I look forward to it. This doesn't make sense to me to wear in the fall, but I'm really glad to have rediscovered this because I was neglecting it for so long and I really like this product. So this is one that I will get finished, not this year, but next year. Mark my words. And in its place, what I'm going to be rolling in instead is another lip butter. This is the Revlon lip butter in Red Velvet. I think this was actually the one that got me into lip butters. This was like the big one. I think Red Velvet was a really popular one. And look at that beautiful shade. Oh, it's just so fall. It looks beautiful on the lips. I have actually already been wearing this, even though it's still pretty warm here in Toronto. It's been in the 20s, which is like high 80s, I think. But this just looks beautiful. You can wear it with a darker lip liner to sort of make it last, or you can just use this as a sheer wash of color. It's a beautiful mulberry shade, and there's a lot of it left. So let's see how much progress we can get in the next little while. So this is where it's currently at, as you can see. Hopefully I'm holding that right. But yeah, I really look forward to having this in the project for the next few months. I think this will be perfect until the end of the year. I don't know if I would finish it. I'm not going to go that far, but I love this product and I'm really glad to have these back in my rotation. So that is it. Those are all 6 of the products that are currently in this lipstick project pan. We've got 2 reds, we've got 2 dark ones, one sort of mauvey musty, well, 2 mauve musty colors. We've clearly moved out of the spring summer because we've got no pinks or corals anymore. But yeah, I'm really happy with all of these. As I said, I don't think I'm going to be finishing that many of them by the end of the year, but I'm happy with my progress so far, and maybe we can get one more out. Maybe this one by the end of 23. But that is it for today's update. Thank you so much for watching, and now let's talk about a book that I have been reading lately. Recently I read Agatha Christie's And Then There Were None. I read this on audio on the app Lippie, just through my library. And this was my second Agatha Christie book. I had read, what's that one that takes place on a train that was made into a film? Murder on the Orient Express. Yeah, so I was somewhat familiar with her writing style and her mystery. I think she's good. I think she's very good in the fact that she wrote so many of these, and actually I think for either of them I didn't guess the twist. I think she's very economical. The books are fairly short and yet they tell a really interesting story. I feel like all of this is preceding a but. I think she's viewed as like the best murder mystery writer. I don't find that to be the case. I haven't loved either of the books I've read by her. I mean, she has so many. I'm sure that there are other ones that I would, so I probably will read other books of hers in the future, but I don't know. I think she's good, and the fact that she's written so many is impressive, but I haven't been like super captivated, couldn't put down the book type of vibe with either of the books that I've read by her, whereas I've had that with other murder mysteries I've read. But if you want like a short, fun, not too scary murder mystery, if you like scary books that aren't actually scary, I think she's a good author to read. But that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think of all of these lip products, and hopefully this inspires you to look into your lip drawer or lip category, whatever, and use some of those neglected products, because that is what I have been trying to do. Talk to you next week. Bye.